Okay, it's finally happening. I'm a little quiet because we're in our offices and, well, I'm in my office, but I don't want to be too loud for everybody else. But they're here. All the frames we need for the gallery in this big, cool box with nice dividers from IKEA, which is, very, very exciting. So we're gonna build that this morning. The prints aren't done yet. They'll be done later this week, but we're gonna get everything up on the wall. So today will finally give us a good estimation, really good look, what the project will actually end up being and looking like. I'm really excited. Let's go build the gallery. Oh, you did hook onto something.
Yeah, we got it working. So we are 37 feet and 7.5. Sweet. But what I actually just want is total number of inches. So 37 feet, so 444 inches plus 7.5, so 451.5.
Okay,
451.5.
which means it's back to the math. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Can you imagine we've done all this work to be like, actually?
none of the math lines up.
Yeah, none of the math lines up.
So they're 17.25.
Should I start opening these?
Yeah, I could do that.
That's my job. David gets to do the math. I get to open all the presents.
17.25.
These frames look pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, there's already a mark on this one. Oh, it's from just the cardboard.
I was gonna say they probably are more the cardboard, the plastic.
Yeah.
The acrylic actually has, I think, a peel.
It does, yeah.
I'm hoping it's not front and back because that'd be annoying. But also, depending on how reflective they are, we may just be pulling it, right?
Yeah.
So.
And it looks like you have to open it to take off the inner peel.
Yeah, I think it's undo the tabs, pull it out.
Yeah.
But with the thicker edge
the
of the frame,
bezel.
it's about a 17-inch frame, and we're about an 8.25 for our gap. So we had talked about essentially making the gap halfway.
Yeah.
Just to get 17 across instead of 15, we'll cheat it a little bit. So it'll be every 8.25 for the gap.
But I think the wall will feel full, which is exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't think
and
the
we'll
wall's
hit-
gonna feel whatever.
Like it'll be that even, and it'll be
Never shot a video. in my life.
essentially that same gap that's right there will be the gap from the outside, and will be the gap by the
From
door.
the door. Okay.
So
Sure.
we'll start. I think we'll actually build it from center and go out each way,
Yeah.
and just maintain that spacing.
Yeah. Really good. These things just open.
It's wrong.
You know, the other thing I'm going to understand is David's doing all the math. I understand now why on HGTV and all those construction shows, why they have a full camera crew. Because it's hard to do this and that.
Welcome to David Holton's channel. Today we're
In some ways.
welcome to the David and Josh channel. I'm officially now a guest host. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, 25.25 between each nail. We've got our spacing, we've got our center point, and then the 8 additional frames to each side of that center point.
Yeah.
And I am happy with that math.
If David's
So-
happy with the math, then we're all happy with the math. So does that mean we need to bring out the pipes?
So I think we should grab the pipes.
Okay.
Might even grab the 2x4s, just because that'll give us that
The
bit
height
of extra
difference.
height.
Yeah. Did we bring any way of clamping it to that? Oh, is that what that stuff is?
This
Wow.
is steel strapping. This is mainly for hanging piping in between joists.
I don't think we're that far off for this.
So this is what it works. It's flexible, so it's not a locked one because I wasn't 100% sure on the
yeah.
what that pipe is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to screw that into the board, that'll hold it firm. And then when we're actually filming, we can line it up and spike tape our corners, just so we know exactly where the edges of those frame are.
Brilliant.
So I'm gonna grab the 2x4.
Okay.
We can build it, and then I just mark where I'm cutting to trim it after. No, well, we can just test. Let's test for height.
Yeah.
And then we can do the actual assembly of that.
I'll finish opening all these up. Okay, we're gonna grab the pipes and we'll be back. So right before we went to grab those pipes, David and I had to go cut some wood, some of the planks we had left over from other building construction, to sit underneath the dolly tracks. So that way we could actually attach the pipes themselves to something and keep them in spot. That was the first thing. The second reason why we had to do this was to set the frame height. So we'd be able to get the camera on the proper tripod, on the dolly, up on the tracks, and then be able to really decide and measure out how high we'd want the frames to be on the wall. And trust me, if you were to see them in the space, and you will at one point in this video, they certainly didn't look the right height in terms of us being in the room, but they looked great on camera. Ooh. That'd actually probably be a cool shot. That came really close to hitting the camera. I'll just put it down here. Ready for this crazy shot? I can. There it is. Couple of reps.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
So, it should.
I can like hold this if you want to run this down.
Well, I mean, even just to get the height, doesn't
Oh,
have to be the full length out. So, yeah, we can get the dolly on here. And
I think we can see everything.
See
This
what we're thinking. I threw a mark. This is roughly the center point. So if we kind of line up to here, then we can set the height that we're happy with.
Okay.
And
this would probably be like a two-person job to kind of get this on here now.
sure.
Tripod and dolly. Yep.
Yeah. So if
So we go like this. And then those wheels, of course, are not.
yeah. So unturned and
Okay, we're on.
we are on. And actually, yeah, that spacing with a little bit extra on each side, pretty good.
Yeah, this is just the one that we have to.
So bring
Something like that.
that
Ish.
yeah to about there. Again, I'm just using the carpet squares as kind of a rough square point. Like there would probably be where we'd put it for the room.
Let me
But
just
if we're kind of
shrink.
going center, roughly to center on the lens, I'm guessing that's kind of my,
You are practically bang on
yeah.
in terms of where I want that to be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty heckin' close.
So I was gonna say, what's the height there? That much? Yeah, probably a couple inches off then.
And
But
this feels good on the tripod too. Look at that.
yeah, even without the center support.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not the full
fully.
length of it, but yeah.
So from this point, Janessa joined us as we were primarily there to hold the tape measure to help David measure out the distances between frames. We had set the height for the middle frame and from there used the laser to make sure everything else matched that height. Frankly, could not have done this without David. So big shout out to him, and a little lesson for you and for me. When you're doing projects like this, it's amazing to bring people on who know significantly more than you do.
Hell, yeah, it'll be almost impossible to make them all perfectly whatever. But I think this looks great.
Yeah, and I can bring, I got a 4-foot level and a couple smaller levels.
Oh,
so
then we'll.
So that or, and I mean, there's gonna be a little play, but like, we could keep the laser
And then just set them all. That's true.
and set it to what the top height should be.
Yeah.
And then send that, and we have at least a line that should be the top that we can kind of correct.
Yeah.
If they're a little out, that's gonna be whatever, but,
Yeah.
but I think that'd be a pretty easy way to just fire a line across the top and kind of give us
Yeah.
a reference point.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I'm happy with the height. It's more just that little bit of variance, but it's also for the quality of frames. I feel like that's sick.
that is so dope.
And I was gonna say, and as long as it's that, if you're doing the shot where you're going straight along, that's where you'll catch that slight variance. But any of these shots are just gonna be, oh, that's so good.
And then the final shot is these pipes will be turned perpendicular to the wall,
And
it's just a push into the final frame. So, yeah, I think that's, you don't see the end of the wall, you don't see the end of the door,
Yeah.
and we can even swap lenses to get tighter if we need to. So, I think that's, I don't think we can ask for much better considering the budget we're on and what this looks like, you know? Nice job, team.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in terms of the video, I'm gonna send it back to me at home in the studio. So
There you go.
we're pretty much done here.
Yeah, so next week is probably the last episode of the gallery because it'll be going live the week after on Sunday. So we're really excited. I'm pumped to have this project come to fruition. In fact, even during the filming of this week's video, I finally got the last email confirming their stories. So I was able to finish all of the graphics the following morning and get them shipped out or sent out to Stables to be printed. So now hopefully picking them up tomorrow, Sunday, even possibly Monday, and getting them put into the frames. Then come Monday, it is full steam ahead. We are going to film the 1 teaser and 3 bumpers needed for church, for Palm Sunday, Good Friday, Easter Sunday, and onwards. So Monday is going to be an action-packed film day. Don't worry, I will bring you on all the behind the scenes. That one probably will have a little bit less commentary from me in the moment, but I'm able to do all the commentary from the studio because we need to be locked in for Monday to get all this stuff done. And there's a lot of very precise filmmaking that needs to happen with the dolly. But I'm really excited to do so. The last question that I have in mind that I'm trying to solve this weekend, probably Sunday honestly, is how to light the wall. There was talks about putting a light on a C-stand and running it on another cart behind the dolly or beside, or trying to point we have some kind of lights up in the ceiling towards the wall. We'll find out. Monday's gonna be a bit of an experiment, but I'm excited nonetheless to show you all what this looks like. The secret word for this week is math because David did so much of it and I'm so grateful for him for doing so. I was quite content to hold things and unbox or unwrap things. So shout out to David again for all the help this past few weeks. Like and subscribe if you've liked the gallery series so far. The finale is most likely next week, maybe a bonus episode the week after, depending on if I can get my other project kind of up and running by that time. But as usual, posting on Fridays. So have a great week and I'll see you in the next one. He's having a good day. It was his birthday yesterday, so he's having a good day. Right, Sarge? Yeah, you just want me to play with this, don't you? Okay. All right.